Hey guys, thank you so much for watching More with Sim here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. And in today's video, we actually got some changes to the storm. I had to shift the severe weather likely area to the west because I actually heard that there was gonna be a low pressure system next to the plains that would likely bring some severe weather to that area. And we'll talk about that as we look at the jet stream though. But as of right now, I just want to show you guys that we actually do have a chance for development in the Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico. So pretty much in the Caribbean, it looks like it's just gonna head straight off and go through Central America and then head off into the Eastern Pacific and then develop there and then turn to Mexico. At least that's how I think it's going to play out, is it's going to move through Central America, then it's going to develop in this area, then it's going to kind of do what Norma did, where she was going to turn around and go into Mexico. But if we look at Tammy, we'll go ahead and take a look at his track, and as you see, we got hurricane warning issues. So those are the red things. Those red indicate hurricane warnings, and as you see, this will continue to be a Category 1 hurricane, and I'll show you that in a minute. This will continue to be a Category 1 hurricane, and thankfully not an extreme Category 1 hurricane. It looks like this is going to be more like, looks like sustained winds are about 80 miles an hour, so I think it's going to be more of a low-end low-end Category 1 hurricane pretty much for the entire thing. So it will occasionally die down, occasionally go up, especially because it will some of it will be in the waters and some of it will be on land. So I think this will continue to occasionally gain strength and continue to die down, so it will just stay a Category 1 hurricane for the whole time. And as you see, that's the same thing with this one. It's continue to be a Category 1 hurricane and then die down to a tropical storm as it gets toward Bermuda. So I don't think we're really going to be seeing any impacts, but we'll have to keep our eye on that. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at the U.S. rainfall potential. This is going to be for the U.S. Virginian Islands and as well as Puerto Rico. And as you see, we could be talking about up to 6 inches of rainfall for these two islands right here. We could be talking about a beneficial 2 to 4 inches for Puerto Rico, and then same goes for the rest of these islands. We could be talking about like a moderate risk for flash flooding in this area. Besides, the excessive rainfall outlook doesn't do these islands, it just does the main part of the United States. But if I were to do these, I wouldn't be surprised to issue a slight risk for these 3 islands, and as well as this big island, and then a moderate risk for these ones. So make sure you guys who are in Puerto Rico be really aware of this and make sure to stay on very high alert. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you Norma's pass. As of right now, we still have a chance for development, and this is going to continue upgrading, but we could see it develop in the next 2 days, while we do have a 80% chance in the next 7 days, and then a 60 in the next 48 hours. But Norma right here, as you look at her, let's see, it looks like we do have a hurricane warning in effect. If you look, her hurricane ball, I just call it that because it's round, the hurricane force wind area is bigger than Tammy, so we could be talking about a little bit more damage over here compared to the island. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that. As you see, she's going to be a Category 2 hurricane. Wow, Category 2 hurricane. And then instead of coming in to Mexico as a depression, it's going to come in as a tropical storm. So this is actually getting more concerning. But But that's not going to be our main concern today, especially because it isn't really affecting the United States. Our main concern will be this one, so we'll have to watch for this. But make sure you guys are aware if I have any followers that live in Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, or even any of these ones, so just be aware of this. But we do take a look at the severe weather outlook. I'm just going to go ahead and show you today. I see there's 0 thunderstorm outlook for today, so not really anything to worry about. Neither to worry about not anything to worry about till 7 a.m. today. That's the very first one. This goes till 7 a.m. and then day 1 starts. But day 2, that is where it gets a little bit more concerning because we start to have general risks. And then day 3, that is where it gets even more concerning because if you look, it even gets more widespread across the plains, getting into the Midwest. And then that is where it gets really concerning. That's why I shift my severe weather likely outlook to the west, is because if you look, I still have these areas included in that, but I heard the plains will have a better chance of severe weather, but we could still be talking about a few severe storms for Hawaii. I'm guessing this is going to shift southeast and maybe downgrade to a marginal risk as it keeps moving, but I don't think that will be how it plays out, so we'll have to see about that. But excessive rainfall outlook, nothing today, looks like we got a marginal risk for tomorrow for flash flooding. This is for Sunday into Monday. Okay, this is going to be a little bit concerning. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, my nose is kind of a little bit runny still, so I'll still occasionally need to blow it throughout the video, so don't get confused about that. Day 3 outlook, as you do see, there's a less than a 5% chance of flash flooding, so I'm not really concerned for today. And if you look, Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk for day 3, and if you look, this goes for the same day on Monday, so the slight risk was issued on Monday, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they do issue a slight risk for flash flooding on Monday, just because we got that slight risk of severe weather. So make sure you guys are aware of flash flooding, even though they aren't issuing one right now, especially if you live in the slight risk for Monday, which is about 2 days from now. But as we look at the Climate Prediction Center outlook, 6 to 10 day outlook, it's still good that we are seeing above average precipitation for the Ohio Valley. They still need it. Same goes for the South. Of course, Mississippi, Louisiana, and even lots of Texas still needs rainfall too as well, and I'll show you that in a moment. But if you look at the East Coast, we are still seeing above average temperatures, so we could both be talking about some above average precipitation and above average temperatures, and then below average for much of the northern U.S. So we could even be talking about it for Alaska and even some isolated areas in the western United States. So 8 to 10 day outlook, as you do see, we do got below average temperatures for pretty much the entire northern United States, while we have above for pretty much the northwest, getting all the way down into the plains and then kind of doing like a hilly thing back into North Carolina. So definitely keep your eye on this if you can. But for the 14 or 8 to 14 day outlook, it doesn't include the Ohio Valley for above average, but at least we have some chance for above average, which is good news right there. And then 3 weeks outlook, which is from November 4 to November 17. We could see below average for this area right here, above for the southeast, and then well above for much of the United States. But I just wanted to show you how the droughts are looking. I'll go ahead and click on this to just show you. I'm not like going to be talking about this a whole lot because it's not really the concern, but we got exceptional droughts for much of the southern United States. We got like some moderate droughts and even some exceptional droughts and severe droughts across these things, even some extreme droughts. So make sure you guys are being aware of this. Temperature outlook, we do have a moderate risk of well below average temperatures for much of the northern Rockies, while we do have that slight risk behind it. Precipitation outlook, we do have one for the northwest United States, and then we do have one for the south. I thought this was going to stay in southwest Indiana, but I guess that one already expired, so I'm not really concerned about that. We don't have a snow and wind outlook. So as we do take a look at the radar, this is from now all the way to October 30th, and as you see, we could be talking about a line of storms coming through the Ohio Valley. We could also be talking about some significant snowfall coming through as well. Looks like this thing might have just updated, but yeah, I mean, it's looking like it could be pretty significant, because if you look right here around October 25th, it shows it right up here, October 25th. We got this line of storms forming. We could be talking about a slight risk of severe weather for this area. I don't know about an enhanced risk, but we'll have to see about that. So yeah, we continue to take this forward. Some snow up here, and then we take this forward. We could be talking about a nasty line of storms for the Ohio Valley, some snow for the upper Great Lakes, and then we'll see about this as we get into tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, we could definitely be talking about a few risks of severe weather next week that might be slight risk. It depends, but we had a slight risk for Monday, so the storm is already starting to ramp up. So as we do take a look at the total snowfall that is anywhere from now all the way to November 23, we could be talking about a few inches of snowfall for Iowa, Missouri, Kansas. Like, oh my gosh, like, isn't it kind of rare for Missouri to see snowfall for this time of year? I'm not really sure about that, because I'm just really not sure. I just know that usually the higher elevations see most of the snowfall, but like Missouri seeing snowfall, wow, it's pretty rare. It's at least pretty rare to me, okay? So, but most of the Rockies are seeing some pretty high snow amounts. You could definitely go skiing if you wanted to, but we are even seeing higher amounts in Canada. That would probably even be a better place to go skiing. And then we are seeing quite a bit for Maine too as well, even New York. So, I mean, yeah. But I mean, for how much snow we are already seeing for this time of year, I kind of think this is rare. But I guess it isn't rare though. So, people have been telling me this isn't really rare, but usually for this time of year we start to see lots of Arctic blasts. But I mean, I wouldn't think we would get this much of an Arctic blast though. So we'll have to see about that. But I'll stop talking about that. But we look at the precipitation totals. Oops. I'm sorry about that. We'll go ahead and take this forward, and as you see, they continue to build up through October 30th, so there's anywhere from today all the way to October 30th, and as you see, we could be talking about a line of storms coming through like the Ohio Valley. This week could definitely be talking about up to an inch of rain in that area. We could even be talking about up to 4 inches of rain in this area, even especially Missouri, and even a little bit of Texas. So I mean, we got pretty high amounts of rainfall, but I don't think we'll be seeing like major flooding though. Like I think we might be talking about like a few slight risks for flash flooding, but definitely no moderate risk. Okay, that is just the total from today to October 30th. So we could be talking about just a few days with, I don't know, up to an inch of rain. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. But dew point, I do see we'll continue to see dew point. We could be talking about a freezing dew point for the Ohio Valley as we get into October 23. We'll go ahead and take this forward, and let's see, we'll go ahead and take this forward. As you see, it doesn't really show freezing dew points anymore for Ohio Valley, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do see one, if we do see frost for Ohio Valley starting at November 1st, so we'll have to keep our eye on that too. So just depends, but we could still be talking about some pretty low dew points for Ohio Valley pretty early, at least earlier than Halloween, so it's definitely something to keep an eye on. But we'll go ahead and talk about this. So as you see, we got a low pressure system located up here. We'll go ahead and take this forward. As you see, it's going to continue to kind of go like this. So I do kind of see it kind of gone like that a little bit. But we have a low pressure system developing right here, and then as you see, this is we got another low pressure system developing right there that will bring the risk for some storms. And as you see, that low pressure system, I think, if you look, yeah, it's right next to it. That's definitely bringing some risk for severe storms. Go ahead and take this forward. I see it it's still around, and then it will kind of go into this. As you see, it's right there, and then it will bring a risk for some severe storms for the Ohio Valley and even the upper Midwest. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Go ahead and take this forward. We could be talking about a small round down here, and then we'll go ahead and take this forward. So yeah, I mean, we could definitely be talking about a few storms for the plains, even the Ohio Valley, but especially for the plains. So that's why I shift that severe weather likely area to the west. But temperature wise, let's see, we're going to go ahead and take this forward, and as you see, we're going to continue to see temperatures be warm throughout the Ohio Valley and even the southern United States. So I mean, we could definitely be talking about some record highs, because if you look, we're talking about 90s in some areas. We could even be talking about up to 100 in some areas, especially down here in the south area, and pretty high for this time of year. So definitely something to keep an eye on and be aware about. Because if you look, let's see, this was before yesterday, I'm so sorry, from today, which is right now, and then we'll go ahead and take this forward. So I mean, we continue to see at least a warm front bringing lots of temperatures warm in most of the United States, and then right around right around Halloween, we'll see this cold front pushing through. So thank you guys very much for watching my video. I'm sorry I kind of sound weird throughout the video, but I'm still kind of a little bit congested, so don't complain about that. But I mean, I'm at least doing a YouTube video. I might go live today about the storm just to do a test, so just you can stay tuned for that if you want, but you also have to click that notification bell to get live. So thank you guys very much for watching.